Well, we're tracking violent crimes in the Star City for you. The number of homicides in Roanoke is on the rise, as is the number of reported gunshot wounds. WSLS 10's Rachel Lucas took a look at some of these statistics. In fact, she's live tonight at the City Police Department. So, Rachel, what are some of the trends you're seeing?
Well, according to a community policing group, the 100 Fearless, who's been working with the Roanoke City Police Department, we're seeing a trend in when and where these violent crimes are happening. They say the majority are happening on weekends at night, and especially around city nightclubs. Violent crime in the Star City. The number of victims this year compared to previous are growing. The shooting at Monsters nightclub killed one person, injured 10 other victims. A case of workplace violence. The shooting at Freight Car America claimed the life of one person, injured 2 others. Just 2 examples of senseless violence.
Well, I believe while we have the violence, it's a social issue.
According to data from the Roanoke City Police Department, last year there were 11 homicides. Through the month of October this year, 10. Both above the city's average of 9 homicides per year since 2010.
We're tired of the talk. We need to get out and do some action.
Sean Hunter, Supreme Captain of the 100 Fearless, is working with police to get those numbers down. He and his community group station themselves in areas police have identified as having a high crime rate. They work to de-escalate any situation that may lead to violence.
The majority of the crime, as you look, it comes from the poorer parts of the neighborhood. So that's a direct reflection of what's going on and what permeates violence.
He says statistically, the majority of crimes happen at night on weekends. Many are related to nightclubs.
When somebody gets intoxicated and somebody illegally may have an illegal weapon on them, that could escalate into something to end up being somebody getting killed, and that's what we're trying to prevent.
According to Roanoke City PD, the number of gunshot wounds are going up. Last year, 29 people were injured, 8 were killed, a total of 37. This year, we're past that. 35 reported gunshot wounds. 7 people have died, totaling 42. Hunter stationing members of the 100 Fearless at nightclubs. He says it's working.
Our group is a preventative measure, and we have to get out in the community and produce some action. We actually have already done some de-escalations.
And one life saved, he says, is worth it. Now, Mayor Sherman Lee, along with the police chief, both attended a community forum about combating these violent crimes in the city last night. They've been having them monthly, and both are working along with the 100 Fearless to prevent crimes before they happen by using that statistical data to predict when and where these are occurring. And for more information on that, visit us online at WSLS.com. Live in Roanoke City, I'm Rachel Lucas, WSLS 10.